DawnChere Wilkerson's Slow Burn, The Work and Wonder of the Wait, is a deeply spiritual and practical meditation on patience, trust, and the transformative power of waiting. As a pastor and communicator, Wilkerson draws on biblical wisdom, personal stories, and cultural observations to show that waiting is not wasted time, but sacred space where God shapes character, deepens faith, and prepares hearts for fulfillment. Her central thesis is that the slow burn of waiting refines us, teaching resilience, humility, and dependence on God, while revealing the beauty of life lived at God's pace rather than the world's rush. The book begins by confronting the discomfort of waiting. In modern culture, speed and instant gratification are idolized: fast food, instant downloads, quick success. Waiting is seen as weakness or inefficiency. Wilkerson challenges this narrative, insisting that waiting is not punishment but preparation. She reframes waiting as active, purposeful, and transformative, a slow burn that strengthens rather than diminishes. A major theme is biblical waiting. Wilkerson draws on stories of figures like Abraham, Sarah, Joseph, and David, who endured long seasons of waiting before promises were fulfilled. She emphasizes that God's timing is perfect, even when it feels delayed. Waiting teaches trust, reminding believers that faith is not about controlling outcomes, but surrendering to divine timing. Another theme is the work of waiting. Wilkerson insists that waiting is not passive. It requires discipline, prayer, and perseverance. She encourages readers to use waiting seasons to cultivate character, deepen relationships, and strengthen spiritual practices. Waiting becomes a workshop where God refines patience, humility, and resilience. The book also explores the wonder of waiting. Wilkerson argues that waiting opens space for awe, gratitude, and discovery. In slowing down, individuals notice beauty, savor relationships, and experience God's presence more fully. Waiting reveals wonders that rushing obscures. She insists that joy is not only in arrival, but in the journey itself. Wilkerson addresses the pain of waiting. She acknowledges that waiting can feel like silence, absence, or disappointment. She shares personal stories of longing and delay, validating the frustration and grief that often accompany waiting. Yet she insists that pain is not purposeless. It is part of the refining fire that produces resilience and faith. Another theme is trust and surrender. Wilkerson emphasizes that waiting requires letting go of control. She encourages readers to trust God's timing even when it conflicts with personal desires. Surrender transforms waiting from anxiety into peace, allowing individuals to rest in divine wisdom. The book also highlights the community of waiting. Wilkerson notes that waiting is often shared: families waiting for healing, communities waiting for justice, churches waiting for revival. She emphasizes the importance of supporting one another in waiting, creating solidarity and encouragement. Stylistically, Wilkerson writes with warmth and passion. Her tone is pastoral yet relatable, blending biblical teaching with personal anecdotes. She uses vivid metaphors like the slow burn to capture the emotional and spiritual dynamics of waiting. Her language is accessible, making the book resonate with readers across ages and backgrounds. Importantly, Wilkerson reframes waiting as not just delay, but formation. Waiting shapes identity, deepens faith, and prepares individuals for blessings. She insists that the slow burn is not wasted, but essential, producing endurance, wisdom, and joy. Ultimately, Slow Burn is both a devotional and a guide. It teaches that waiting is sacred, that patience is powerful, and that God's timing is trustworthy. Wilkerson's message is clear: embrace the slow burn, for in waiting we discover both the work and the wonder of life with God.